Yo, this is Binky the Hunter. Today it is time for my favorite event in the Hunter Classic. It's time for Summer Fiesta. And Summer Fiesta is my favorite because it's kind of the veteran or the more experienced player event. It's the only event in the year that's really a real challenge. It can be really hard. And those of you who are watching my channel know that last year I was not very amused with Summer Fiesta. It was way too easy in my opinion. I always compare it with 2018. That's still one of my favorite events ever. And that was insanely hard. Many people didn't even make the end. And this year some of you will love me for it and a lot of you will hate me for it. But this year I kind of got involved also in the mission pack. Well, involved you'll see later. But this year is really hard. So, like said, I always compare it with 2018. 2018, and that's kind of what I try to achieve with these mission packs we're getting later. So, but there's more. There's some very interesting things actually. But we'll get to that in just a minute. Okay, so Summer Fiesta, my favorite event of the year. And Summer Fiesta, there's never, I think, a campaign. So there's nothing you have to dollars you have to save up for something or something in the launcher on top that you have to complete. This is the main focus of the Summer Fiesta is always the mission packs. And yeah, like I said earlier, those of you who follow my channel know I was not amused with last year's Summer Fiesta. It was way too easy in my opinion. So, but this year will be different. This one will be hell. So, as Summer Fiesta is supposed to be. So, but I'll show the missions later. I know a lot of you don't want to see that, so that's a big spoiler I'm gonna do. So I'll do that in the end and give a good warning for the ones who don't want to see the missions that they have to turn off the video. So I'll do that in the end. But there's also some competitions, and actually something really cool is going on with the competitions. So this year we got 11 or 12, I'm not sure exactly what the number is now, but 11 or 12 famous content creators. Well, famous, I am in there as well, and I'm not famous. But there's guys like Jaxi, Trikiwi, Flinter, RumMcTube, Scarecrow, Mel from Mel's Gaming, and yeah, a lot more. And the cool thing is, we all got a list shown with some items on there, some weapons and some other items. And we were allowed to pick one and make a design of our own. So every content creator I just named and the other ones I didn't name, they all have an own item in the game. So I'm not gonna say what it is yet. That's a secret, that's a surprise. I think the first one is 3 Kiwis competition that went up. So, but to get those weapons, for now, you will have to win those competitions. So, for now, only one player, I think only the number one, will get that main prize of those competitions. So that is kind of cool. Later they will come to the store as well, but that will be next month or the month after, I'm guessing. But for now we're gonna get a lot of competitions with very specific prizes. The number 1 to 10 get the normal prizes, a trophy and the EMs. But like I said, the number 1 will earn a very special weapon or something else that that specific creator designed. So I am really hyped about this for a long time already, and yeah, this will be cool. So like I said, I'm not gonna spoil what they are, what the items are, or what the competitions are. You will have to see yourself. They come in one at a time or two at a time, I think one at a time. They said TK is first now, so that's the first one we'll get. So that is very cool. I will make some more videos along the week, and I will also try to do them, so we'll go over that in later videos. I'm planning to record a lot. So, and there's also another comp. Let's go have a look at that. There is the Mega Saver competition. Last year, Summer Fiesta, it was called Weight Savers, and it was about the weight of the animals, and this time it's called Mega Savers because it's about the score this time. And how this competition works is, I'll show you. Summer Fiesta 2023 Mega Saver. Bag the best animals among the selected species. Every few days a new species will be added to the list. And here you have the prizes. The number 1 till 10 get rewarded with a trophy and some EMs. And this is how it works. Every Monday and Tuesday an additional species will be added to the competition, thus increasing the possible overall score you can get. You won't know exactly which animal's coming up next. You only have 30 attempts in total, so use them wisely. They cannot return wasted attempts. The ammo doesn't matter, any permitted. The score is that new scoring system they like to use. I like it because you don't only have to find a good animal, you also have to make a good shot. So when the harvest value drops, your score drops, and when you make a real bad shot, harvest value will be 0, so you end up with a 0 scoring animal, even if it was a monster. So I like that. And yeah, there's 30 attempts. Remember to deactivate the competition in between attempts so you don't lose them. So yeah, that's logical. But don't forget that, because they are not returning wasted attempts. And they are single player only. So everybody, good luck with the Mega Saver. And the first animal we'll start off with is the turkey. So good luck with that. Okay, and here is the part where I'm going over the mission packs. So if you don't want to get those spoiled, turn off the video here, because spoilers ahead. Okay, here we go. This is my beta server, by the way. I tested them all, they all work. So I completed them in beta, so it's easy to show the missions here. But like I said, spoiler alert. So here we go. Here we have 4 mission packs on easy. One is antler missions, predator and prey, Tuscan horns and wings. Every one of these packs hold 4 missions, so these are 16, and these are the same, the medium and hard. So as you see here, I don't know who made them, but please don't kill me. First, the easy pack. It's actually made for new players. There's no specific weapons involved and nothing too crazy. This is all, it's tricky for new players, but I think they will manage with this, with all these missions. So let's go over these. The first one, harvest a male Roosevelt elk with a single shot through the heart and or lungs using any ethical unscoped weapon. The bones may not be hit, so it might be a good idea not to do this one from a tree stand, and it shouldn't be too hard. Next, harvest a male Sitka deer at 100% harvest value using any ethical unscoped weapon. Also not too hard, I think. Then fleeing roe deer using buckshot at 100% harvest value. Shouldn't be hard either, because roe deer, the males, they come trotting right into you, so if you call them straight towards you and they're almost there, you aim your shotgun at them, and the moment they spook, you just shoot them, and they're very weak, so they will probably drop unless you make a really bad shot, but shouldn't be hard at all. And then the last one, an unspooked male mule deer from more than 120 meters. Also not hard in my opinion. And you can, oh yeah, by the way, these mission packs, when you start the easy mission packs, you cannot do the other two, of course. But you can do number one, the antlers, the predator and prey, and tusks and horns. And you have to complete those three to unlock the last one. So, but my advice is start with the antler mission, because this one gives you the unlimited ammo subscription for a full month. The whole event you get free ammo. And believe me, later on you'll need it. So, good tip, start with easy antler missions. So yeah, you get 1000 GMs, 1000 GMs for that, and unlimited ammo subscription. Then we go to the next one, predator and prey missions. Harvest a European rabbit, scoring more than 2000 using a 12 gauge single shot shotgun. Also shouldn't be that hard. There's a lot of rabbits and 2000 isn't that crazy. Didn't put in much RNG score numbers, but here and there I did, so this is one of them. Next, harvest a male puma using any ethical unscoped weapon. Then harvest a male brown bear from under 20 meters with a single shot. Also not that hard, I think. And finally harvest a black bear with a single shot through the heart. Other organs may be hit, so this can be male or female, so females are easier to come close to, but you have to make a good shot, you have to hit the heart. Then horns and tusks. Harvest an unspooked alpine ibex using an unscoped 243. Then the second one, harvest an unspooked feral goat from less than 50 meters. Also not very hard. Harvest a male wild boar with a single shot through the brain. Other organs may be hit, so you have to make a brain shot for that one. And then finally on this pack, harvest a male Dall sheep from less than 50 meters. The skull may not be hit. So these are all very well doable. And like I said, these are made for the newer players, and kind of the idea was that the newer players do have a bit of a challenge. So, but for experienced players, all of these are quite easy. So then when you completed these 3 packs, you unlock this one, the wings missions, and you guessed it, those are the birds, of course. And we start off with an airborne rock ptarmigan using 12 gauge single shot shotgun at 100% harvest value. Then harvest an unspooked male northern pintail using any 12 gauge shotgun while it's swimming. A bit of a weird parameter, but it does, yeah, it does work, of course. Otherwise it wouldn't be in here, but it is different. So I think Summer Fiesta is also about thinking outside the box a little bit, and yeah, this is also quite easy actually, especially when you got a setup, they land right next to you and you can shoot them while swimming. So, but for if you're a new player without a setup, you might have to ask a friend or join a multiplayer and ask for some help, and then it becomes really easy. The next one, harvest a pheasant scoring more than 25 at 100% harvest value. And it doesn't say airborne, but if you shoot them on the ground, I think your harvest value is always 0. So I think it has to be airborne, and it's written down in a sneaky way. So and finally, for this pack, for the easy pack, harvest an unspooked male wood grouse from less than 10 meters. And when you use a tree stand, it's real easy actually. So a new player might have to ask somebody for help again. But these are all very well doable, I would say. So that is the easy mission pack. Oh yeah, and almost forgot. Here you get your trophy for this one. And you get 1000 GMs again, like with all these. And you also get 100 EMs. Next, we have the medium mission pack. And again, it's 4 missions each, so 4 times 4, 16 missions. And these will step up a little bit. These are more tricky. So new players, if you complete the easy pack, that's nice, but this one might be tricky. But keep in mind, the Summer Fiesta is kind of the only event every year that's made for the more veteran players, the more experienced players. For me, it's the only true challenge in events they mostly have. So this is the event I'm always looking forward to. But I do know that support gets a lot of complaints that it's too hard and stuff, but that's the whole idea. So keep that in mind, please. So let's have a look. Medium antler missions. The first one, harvest a male axis deer scoring more than 130 using any traditional bow at 100%, except a heavy recurve bow at 100% harvest value, and the bones may not be hit. Finding a 130 might be a bit tricky sometimes, but it isn't that hard. You just need a traditional bow and make a good shot and don't hit bones. Then the next one, harvest a white-tailed deer with a single shot through the heart from more than 180 meters. So you will have to make a good shot, and 180 meters could be tricky, but a little tip, you can always build something with a tent or something, call in a whitetail, put up a tent on a cliff somewhere where you see a nice open field from the right distance, call it in, fast travel to your tent and take the shot. So you can even put up a tower or a tripod so you have some extra elevation and some stability for your rifle. So this will go for more of these missions, but I'm not gonna give it away, by the way. Like I said, this is for more experienced players and they have to think out of the box a little bit how to do it. So, but that's how I would do that one, I think. The rest I'm not gonna spoil anything. Next, harvest a fleeing female reindeer over 25 meters with a single shot to the lungs and or heart. So you have to make one shot while it's fleeing away over 25 meters. And you have to hit lung or heart. So that's also not too hard. The only tricky thing is you cannot call in female reindeer. So, but you will figure it out. Harvest a male rusa deer with a single shot through the heart without using a platform. That's not even too hard. So, and for this mission pack, for these missions, you get 2000 GMs, same as with this one, and you guessed it, these as well, of course. But so the prices go up. Second one, predator and prey missions. Harvest a fleeing snowshoe hare from over 25 meters using any unscoped 22 pistol, the grasshopper. So yeah, they are annoying when they run sometimes, so but I got it in a few tries. Harvest a charging grizzly bear from under 5 meters using any ethical scoped weapon. I did it with a shotgun with aim point on it, and it was damn easy actually. Next one, a little bit more RNG. Harvest a dark red puma. So this is one of the ones where you just need to find a dark red puma. Most others are based on skills or thinking out the box a little bit. But there is some that are just RNG, like the 130 here, you need that in the score, and here the dark red puma. But it shouldn't be too hard, there's no other things you have to do, specific weapons or distance, so just harvest a dark red puma. Next one. Harvest a fleeing bobcat from over 120 meters. Might give you a little hint on that one. Use the 223 auto. You have so many follow-up shots. Doesn't matter if you hit it with one shot, or I think it will drop anyway when you hit it with that thing, but you got fast follow-up shots, so that should be your best bet, I would say. And that gives you 2000 GMs when you complete that. And this one, and again, I forgot to say that in the beginning, but this one works the same. You have to complete the first 3 to unlock the wings mission. So the next one is horns and tusks missions. The first one, harvest an unspooked feral goat from under 25 meters. So you have to get closer than in the easy pack. The rest is the same. Then this one, harvest a fleeing bison scoring more than 100. A little more RNG in here, but 100 is not big, so even females make that. At 100% harvest value. So my tip for this one is ask a friend and box in the bison. One shoots in the air, it runs towards the other player, and you get a clear chance to shoot it in the brain. So, and you kind of need the brain shot or hard shot with the bison, because I think spine 1 makes to make that one step and you get that 98% harvest value, and yeah, it doesn't count them because you need 100% harvest value. And this one could be tricky, so but keep in mind with 2 players this one becomes a lot easier. So then for the third one, harvest a bighorn sheep with a single shot in the brain over 150 meters. This one could be tricky, but nowadays we have that eagle scope and that one zooms in so far it shouldn't be too hard. So, and finally for this mission pack we get harvest a charging wild boar. And I have to be honest, the biggest struggle I had was to get them to charge me actually. And the shot wasn't that hard. They come in like rockets, so don't stand too close when they start charging you. Because the pigs, I think they're the most dangerous when they charge you. They are small, fast, like rockets. So, yeah. But it shouldn't be too much problems. There's a lot of wild boar, so you'll manage. And it doesn't say male or female, so that makes it a little bit more bearable as well. Then when you unlock these 3 you get 6000 in total, and you unlock the medium wings missions, and that is harvest any airborne ptarmigan without using shotgun ammo. I think that was supposed to be birdshot, but fine, it comes down to the same actually. So 22 or whatever you want to use, bow for my part, but yeah, you can practice for the later mission pack. But let's see, the second one. Harvest a walking female wood grouse from over 30 meters with any bow or crossbow. These have very small hitboxes, I noticed. When they're walking they're quite hard to hit, so this one could be a bit annoying. But yeah, I use the crossbow pistol because it's so super silent, so you'll manage. But keep in mind the hitboxes are really small, so they're hard to hit. Then the next one is not hard at all, I think. It's 2 male turkeys with 1 shot. You just need the right opportunity where 2 males come close, but when you use your decoys, they hang around around the decoys for a bit. And maybe use ground blind so you're on ground level, that might help a lot as well. And then just time your shot right and you should be good. It's not as bad as the 3 coyotes I put in there last year. And then the number 4 is harvest an airborne Canada goose from under 8 meters. And that's quite easy. Most setups, when you put them up right, they come gliding in towards you, or you have to make it that way, but it is possible to set it up. I made a video about that long ago, how I would set that up. That's how I set up my waterfowl setups mostly for those bow missions and stuff, and those short range missions. But they literally land in the blind when you put it up correctly, so you get 1 meter shots even. So when you got the right setup, this is fine. When I got the setup for it, so if some of you really don't manage, then yeah, I can always help probably. maybe regret when I say that, when there's hundreds of people asking that. But this one, like said, it isn't that hard. Many people got the right setup for it. That makes that easy. And for this pack, you get another trophy. I'll show those in the end. You get Motion Predator Decoy, 2000 GMs and 200 EMs. Oh, that's a decent price. Then finally the hard mission pack. Prepare for hell. And by the way, the original version I made, that was even harder than some of these. I nerfed it a little bit already, so some were just a bit too much maybe. It's still quite hard, but keep in mind my original idea was even worse. So let's have a look. Hard antler missions. Harvest a charging male moose with a single shot through the heart and or brain. You can hit other organs and bones and stuff. It doesn't say it here, but you can hit everything else. And again, I had more problems with getting a male moose to charge me than to kill it. I got two to charge me in the end. One went to the side and that one was hard. The second one came in straight and I hit perfect hard. So a bit lucky maybe to hit it right away, but I was happy with it. So, but like said, getting them to charge was the biggest challenge, kind of. So then the second one, harvest an unspooked male black-tailed deer from under 10 meters using any ethical handgun with a single shot to the heart without using a platform. And yeah, you can kind of use a platform of course and jump out last second. You know that little trick probably. So that's I think how you should do it, because male blacktails under 10 meters, they are onto you before that, so you kind of need to think something like that. Then the third one, harvest a male fallow deer from over 200 meters using any classical bolt action rifle except the Stützen. The Stützen holds better scopes, so the challenge is kind of do it with that scope. And with a single shot, heart and or lungs must be hit. So you can hit anything else, you can hit bones, but you have to hit the heart or the lungs. And then the final one of this pack, harvest a male Rocky Mountain elk with a single shot from over 180 meters using the 50 inline muzzleloader. So yeah, same as how I explained the medium whitetail, I would say, might help. But you'll figure it out. And that one gives you 3000 GMs for these 4 missions. And you guessed it, the same will repeat here and stuff. So the prices, they do go up. You end up with over 20,000 GMs if you complete these missions. And you won't be wasting much money because you got free ammo subscriptions. So the only thing you'll ruin is your shooting stats of your rifles. If you're into that, then that might fuck up your stats a little bit. But oh well. Then Predator and Prey hard mission pack. Harvest a charging polar bear from under 10 meters at 100% harvest value using any recurve bow. I would suggest the heavy recurve bow because it's so much stronger than the other one. And yeah, it's not that hard. Polar bears charge easily. 10 meters is not that close, so this one isn't even that hard, I would say. Next one, a sneaky one. It was in there before, but then there was no specific weapon and everybody used the 223 automatic with that little trick. You shoot over it and then shoot it real quick with your follow-up shot and mission done. But now you need to use a muzzleloader, so there won't be any quick follow-up shots. So fleeing red kangaroo using any muzzleloader. Next one, kill 2 red foxes or 2 arctic foxes with a single shot. That's actually quite easy, but making this free was a bit cruel, I thought, so stuck with 2. So this is kind of a little breeder in this mission pack. And then the last one, you have to harvest a male lynx at 100% harvest value using the longbow or the cableback bow, only those two, from over 20 meters without using a platform. Lungs and or heart must be hit. so you have to make a good shot for that 100%, of course. They're very weak, but these bows can be quite a challenge. So, and 20 meters, a male lynx might see you, so you might have to try it from a little bit further. So this one could be tricky, but you just need one good shot and you're done. And that gives you 3000 GMs when you complete those 4 as well. Next one, horns and tusks, 3000 GMs again. Harvest a water buffalo, no male female, that's nice, from over 75 meters with a single shot using any ethical bow or crossbow. Lungs and or heart must be hit. So they are sneaky, the water buffaloes. When they are alerted, they dodge your arrow. So, but this is possible 100%. Harvest a doll sheep from over 80 meters using any ethical handgun with single shot through the brain. This was a tricky one. I hit it in a few shots. I was quite lucky actually, and the weapon I used was the 308. I used the rival handgun because that shoots very straight. It was strong enough to penetrate the brain from that distance, so I think they all will when you make a good shot, but I went with that one. It doesn't hold the best scope, but still I did it in a few tries. I remember when I was making these packs, I was testing it and I couldn't get it done, so I thought this one might have to be tweaked, but when I was testing it in beta, when they were actually on, I hit it in a few shots. So it is possible for sure, and I know more testers who did it, so but this one could be tricky. Next one, that's the improved version of the last mission pack, of the easy one with the wild boar. A charging wild boar with a single shot to the brain. So here you have to hit the brain. You can hit other organs and bones as well, of course. Yeah, you have to hit the bone. When you hit the brain, you shoot through the skull. So, but this one is more tricky. You have to make a precise shot to get it. And again, making it charge was not as hard as with the wild boar in my case, but they don't all charge you, so you have to be lucky. And one time I got charged by 2 at the same time, and the one from the side came in first, and I was looking at the other one, so I got killed. Then number 4, harvest an unspooked male banteng from between 95 and 105 meters with a single shot through the lungs and or heart while the animal is walking, so it has to be walking. And this one was for me in beta actually quite easy. I found one across the river and that was the right distance, and he was walking parallel from me actually in the same direction, so I could measure it out easily and shoot it with I used the Weatherby because that's a monster. So but the banteng are weak and they got huge lung, so this one should be one of the easier ones in this pack. Well, the easiest one in this pack by far when I look at it. So, and that gives you 3000 GMs, and you unlock the first 3 again, so you will unlock this one, the hard wings. And here we get some more prizes. You get some inventory loadouts. I never buy them much, but they are kind of interesting and they are damn expensive, so it's nice. And you get a trophy, of course, 3000 GMs again and 400 EMs, so prices are quite nice, I would say. And for this mission pack we need to harvest an airborne mallet from over 180 meters. Was also quite tricky, but did it in the end. It took me quite some ammo, but it's free anyway during this event. So next one, harvest an airborne snow goose using the longbow or the cableback bow from under 10 meters. So again, you have to make a setup where they come gliding towards you, and then it should be a piece of cake actually. Just shooting the longbow and the cableback is a bit more tricky, but you'll get it. Next, harvest an unspooked airborne male gadwall. Has to be unspooked, so that's kind of a tricky thing. Using the 22 air rifle, so when they come in you have one chance. As soon as you shoot they spook, so they don't count anymore. So take a good shot, but I actually hit it way faster as I expected in beta. I know I'm struggling in live a while back with that last duck mission of the old duck pack. You also have to do this, and I really struggled with that one, hitting it, but now I was quite lucky actually. So I even shot a female first because I thought it was a male, but I actually hit two in quite short time. But this one could be tricky as well. A lot of you hate the air rifle, so. And then the last one, that was a tricky one. Harvest any airborne ptarmigan, doesn't matter what species, using any traditional bow. So yeah, ptarmigans can be quite annoying. So this one was quite a challenge. So this is the Summer Fiesta mission packs for this year. And I hope you guys are not going to kill me after this, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are not going to complete this. But like I said in the beginning of the video, I always compare Summer Fiesta with the one I did in 2018. And I think back then only 35 players completed it. So that was quite a low number, but I always dreamed of a Summer Fiesta like that again. It was the ultimate challenge I ever did in this game. So that's kind of what I try to recreate here. So next I can still show you the trophies you get for this. I'll show those as well. But that kind of brings us to the end of this video. So let's go have a look at the trophies. And here we have the free trophies. The dates are not correct, of course. Those are from beta when we were testing it. And here is the easy mission, the trophy, a nice cocktail. Here you got a more fancy cocktail. That's for the medium. And hard is another cocktail, a long drink. And this will be the ultimate challenge to get. So I think I did everything I need to show now. I will later today start doing the missions, and I will start recording as well. I'm planning to make videos on these mission packs for the most part. I will do some of the content creator competitions as well, and I might even give the weight saver a go. The mega saver it's called. So I'm planning to record a lot this week, so we'll see. But for now, everybody, good luck. You'll need it. Don't eat your mouse while trying this. They are hard, but you got all month to complete them. So yeah, good luck everybody, and I'll see you in the next few days.